Electronic resets. What is ESC? Electronic stability control or steering system. It can also be called VRS, DSA, VSA, StabiliTrak, because apparently every single vehicle manufacturer has to call it something different. It's a nightmare. But how important is electronic stability control? It's a very important safety feature. All of these things rely on the electronic stability control system. Make sure your techs are resetting this system. How many of you charge for a reset? So what if you had a tool available to you that can let you beforehand, before the alignment sees the alignment rack, before that tech tells you, would you use that tool?
Yes.
You do. You do have access to that tool. It's on the Business Center. Oh, you guys have the book. Okay. So, you can get it off the Business Center. Go to the Resources tab. Go down to the Training tab. Just think of the crazy guy that spent 15 hours in front of you. Training, right? He was in the training department. And then who sets your guys' alignments? Who sets the alignments? Your alignment tech, right? Your tech sets the alignments. Did I lose internet again? I probably lost. I did lose internet again. This frickin'... It probably is. Yeah, it's... Yeah. So go to Tech Tips. Yep, so Resources, Training, then Tech Tips. When you go to Tech Tips, the Hunter Alignment Suspension Guide is right there at the bottom of the list. And download it to your desktop, make it easily available, and that thing just doesn't like me.
That way it's right there. That's awesome.
Exactly. All right, so that book shows you all the vehicles, and I believe Hunter updates it for us yearly. So it shows all the vehicles, which one require electronic stability control reset, what system you need to have to reset it, whether you can use Hunter's code link or if you have to use an OEM scan tool. It also shows you whether aftermarket parts are required or not. All right, so keep in mind, all of these systems rely on that electronic stability control. Whether you're charging for it or not, make sure your techs are resetting it. If you are charging for it, it can be very simple to say, hey, Mr. Customer, your Altima has the greatest safety feature since the seat belt, electronic stability control. Now, that is extra labor for us to reset that system, so there is an XX charge on it. There will be an additional charge. I showed this slide down in Phoenix, and one of the guys was like, so what do we tell the customer when they ask what XX is? Really? Right, so you guys know about aftermarket parts too, right? Some people mention shims. You got your sleeves or the pucks, right? You got cam bolts, all sorts of cool things to help align these vehicles, right? So what do you guys use for aftermarket parts? Specialty? Man, that's like unanimous here. It's like everybody's like specialty parts. So we have a Honda here. It's a 2011 Honda Accord, and there's some issues going on here. All right, you guys may have seen a similar vehicle in your store. All right, so it looks to me like this car is parking by Braille. We'll say the struts are in good shape. It just happens to be aligned funny, right? So basically what's going on here is negative 1.16 degrees on the right rear camber. Right rear toe is 0.14 degrees. Right front camber is negative 1.17 degrees. And right front toe is just a bit out at 0.3 degrees. All right, so what's the estimate to fix this vehicle alignment and properly fix this alignment? So we're going to use Napa. I know you guys use specialty parts. We're going to use Napa. This book is free from Napa. I know your specialty has a similar book, right? They probably give it to you for free as well. It's a phenomenal book. So basically it tells you the parts of the vehicle to set it up. All right, so this one requires all three of these parts. Part number 67540. Cost from Napa to us is $165. So what about labor? Cool thing is their book says labor too. I'm pretty sure specialty book gives you labor as well, right? So you look up the labor there too. Fantastic. There it is, point hours per side. So part to us, $165. We're going to use the Matrix 2.25 to sell for $371.25 for all three of those arms. Nice thing is, that's a one-time charge, Mr. Customer. We're only going to charge $80 to throw it in. So what about the front? So that front requires part number 67135, $50 from Napa with 0.6 per side to install it. All right, so basically we're going to charge $137.50 to our customer using that matrix of 275 and $60 to put it in. So what's the total on this? Well, we got an alignment at $89.95. We got $371.25 for that rear kit, $80 to put it in, $137.50 for the front kit, $60 to put it in, giving us $738.70. Am I forgetting anything? ESC reset, right? ESC reset. All right, we're only going to charge $25. So basically, we're at a total here for a properly aligned 2011 Honda Accord at $763.70. How many of you want to do this alignment in your store? Fantastic. Let's break it down just a little bit further. All right, we're charging $763.70 to the customer. We're only in it for $215, which means we are banking $548. How many of you want to do this alignment in your store? Fantastic. The same hands went up. Do you not want to do it? Oh, okay. I didn't see a hand. So. All right. Yeah, absolutely. We all want to do this alignment, right? That's why we're here. Absolutely. We love this kind of money. That's awesome. So I showed this exact slide in Las Vegas, and a guy was sitting there, and he crossed his arms. He said, no way. There is no way I can sell us $800 alignment. I was like, what do you mean? Why not? He's like, the customer won't buy it. I was like, well, let me ask you a question. What is the difference between this $763.70 alignment as compared to, say, a $763.70 brake job? What's the difference? Cost of parts?
What the customer knows about what's important for their
Education.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about education. So let's make sure we're educating our customers. So I do want to ask you guys, on that same Honda, on this Honda, how many of you think this car would leave a facility and not have that camber corrected?
Over 50%.
You think 50%?
I was going to say about 60% due to lack of education.
Yeah. How many of you think that customer would leave and not even know their camber is out of alignment?
Of that 60%?
Yeah. Probably 100% of them, right? Is that the right thing to do? No, we should be resetting these, right? We should be setting them properly. We should have the confidence to sell the $763.70 alignment with confidence and with the knowledge to educate our customers on how important it is. So when you're selling alignments, go beyond the obvious tire wear issues. Talk about the safety issues, the constant oversteer, understeer, the ESC reset, electronic stability control. What does it do for the customer? Sell the aftermarket parts with confidence, as well as the electronic stability control if you're charging for it. And so I want you guys to go back to your stores. Say yes to your customers. Say yes to them right here, right now. Let's get it taken care of. And before you guys go, did you guys fill out a piece of paper on that notepad? 3 things you're going to take back to your store. And then sign it at the bottom. This isn't for me. All right? It's for you guys. So put 3 things down on the piece of paper. And what questions do you guys have for me? Outstanding. Go back to your stores. Say yes to our customers. Who's ready to say yes to their customer? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you. That's all I have for you guys today. Once you write down your 3 things, you're welcome to exit out. Thanks, Ben. Thank you.